All right. What's up? I see some people in chat. We're here. We're back. It's week number 5. I know. So hype. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Welcome back, everyone, to the CRL West 6-Man Summer League, week number 5. This is our normal Saturday stream. We've got a lot of rescheduling happening, though, but we do have one match for you guys at the very least, and we always like to put on at least one. And yeah, we're excited. Welcome to everyone who's watching, and we have a good matchup for you guys here today. How's everyone doing in chat? I know I'm doing great. It's summertime. I can tell it's getting kind of hot. I know for most people who are in Arizona right now, it's like boiling hot, so I'm glad I'm not in there. As someone from California, I'm just like, thank God it's not that hot. But you know, everyone else can suffer. But as far as you guys are going, I hope you're alive. That would be a good step. But yeah, anyways, let's go into the weekly view, and we'll show you guys what we have up for today. So we've got one matchup between Banana Nut Cheerios and Fire Spittin' Kittens. Now this might be the first time that we see Banana Nut Cheerios up on stream, and it's going to be a pretty anticipated matchup. As you can see from the scoreboard, Banana Nut Cheerios is pretty high up there on the standings, 4-1, which is, you know, tied for the amount of losses, as well as Hot Sauce, which is at the top of the leaderboard. So they're just kind of haven't played as many games as some of those teams that are higher up on the leaderboard than them. But obviously they've been proving their worth, and they have been fighting so hard so far to get to a playoff spot. So you can see up there in number 4, that should be a pretty good spot for them to be in. If they get this win today, even better. And Fire Spittin' Kittens also within the reach of that playoff spot, maybe sneaking in 5th or 6th spot. Right now they're in 8th place with a 2-4 record. But I think this is going to be a pretty competitive one anyways. And we're just going to have to wait and see, but we can go ahead and introduce the teams. So on the teams page over here, you can see we have Banana Nut Cheerios. Like I said, this is the first time I think they've been on stream. So it is going to be Froppy, Nightmare, and Froglet. And these players I have seen and I've talked to, and I've played in 6-mans against them plenty of times. So I know that they're all very skilled, especially Froppy playing for GCU. We had a couple arguments at the beginning, seeing that the first 4 captains or so of this summer league were all from GCU. But, you know, it's the way it is. They're a great school, and they create some great players, and Froppy's definitely a name up there to watch out for. Nightmare Rally as well, also from GCU. And then rounding out their squad is Froglet. On the other side, we have Fire Spittin' Kittens. Fitz at the top there, another captain that we were highly hyping up, even got a couple votes for first captain from a couple of our admins while we were making these picks. And he's got a good team behind him. His fellow player from Washington State, Venom, is beside him, coming in as the 5th pick of the draft, as well as Wildcats on the other side, rounding out what I think is a pretty damn solid roster. And Wildcats as a fellow KBM player, or keyboard, I guess. He only plays on keyboard, not even a mouse. But as a fellow keyboard player, of course, I'm going to be rooting for them. And it should be a good matchup either way. But I think that's pretty much it. If you want to drop your votes in the chat and kind of decide who you think is going to win, I have no clue, because both of these teams are pretty evenly matched in my opinion. And we are just gonna have to go ahead and see right now, and we'll get straight into the game. Banana Nut Cheerios versus Fire Spit and Kittens. And no better time to watch some good Rocket League than a nice Saturday night, middle of the summer. It's the Summer League into game number 1. And we're gonna have to see what ends up happening. Off the bat, there's a good demo from Venom, and I've seen some physicality from Fire Spit and Kittens so far. I've played them once before, and it was a very good series, but yeah, those bumps from Fitz and Venom can be really deadly. So we'll have to see what Banana Nut Cheerios can do to combat. So far, Nightmare Rally also trying to play that contain in the midfield. Keeping the ball in the middle is usually a good strategy to keep that offense and defense flowing, especially beginning the series. You know, all of these teams are playing each other once throughout the entire regular season, so you only get one chance to kind of prove your worth and to beat a team that you might be highly anticipating as far as matchups go. I think both of these teams are looking to come out swinging as hard as they can. Bit of a miss there from the Fire Spit and Kittens player, who's pushing up under a different name, Wraith player number 23. I'm not sure what these names are coming out from Fitz, but he's come up with some creative ones. I think before it was Tamed Fly on a String. I don't know what that means. He didn't really explain it very well, but good shot on net there from Froglet. Venom keeps it away for now. Touch into the midfield from Nightmare Rally. Venom keeps it away for now. Pressure starting to mount for Banana Nut Cheerios. Chance for Froppy. Didn't have much boost though. And a 50 that might kind of fall in between Venom and Fitz, or Venom and Wildcats, but Fitz comes in and able to keep it away for now. But so far, you can see Banana Nut Cheerios starting to really put a lot of that pressure on, and I think they've been doing a much better job of, you know, keeping that midfield, that ball in the midfield and pressure onto the orange half. And a miss there from Venom on the backboard. It almost goes in, but it stays out somehow. Unfortunate bounce for Froppy, who had a great angle in the double tap, but couldn't quite get it to fall through. And Nightmare Rally looking for a double tap of zone. Froppy and Froglet both there to back him up, and the first goal for Banana Nut Cheerios falls through. Nightmare almost had that one, but Venom's last back and his team is just floating around in midfield, not there to support him, and unfortunately for Venom, it's kind of difficult to 1v3 on defense. I wouldn't know. I'm usually the person who's kind of creating those 1v3s on my team, but you know, you live and you learn. And unfortunately there, Venom's going to have to see one fall into the back of his net. Starting to mount pressure though. Good demo there from Fitz. No one really there to back him up in the midfield. I like the idea though. Like I said, that physicality from Fire Spit and Kittens has been keeping them in a lot of these series, and at least when I played against them, was very annoying to play against. So we'll have to see if they can keep that up and catch Banana Nut Cheerios off guard. Good couple flicks from Fitz to get it past everyone. Chance for Wildcats. Puts it on the backboard there for Venom to clean up. Venom. Another touch onto the backboard. Fitz is challenging first. Looks like Fire Spit and Kittens no longer content to wait for the ball to come to them. They're creating options. Here comes Venom with the shot. Tapped away by Nightmare Rally. Wildcats might have a chance. Good aerial, great shot on net. A lot of power there. Froglet's going to have to reach to keep that one away. But even then, starving the boost out for Banana Nut Cheerios so far. Wildcats should have a chance to pass it. Just going to boom it onto the backboard there. Venom lurking in the midfield. Has a chance, might even beat Froglet out there. Wildcats with a chance, fakes out. Fitz with a chance here. Takes a shot into the top left corner. And the fake from Wildcats, the pass from Venom, and the cleanup from Fitz. All of it working in tandem, and Fire Spit and Kittens get their tie goal in game number 1, just over halfway through. So far, it's been pretty solid from both teams. I haven't really seen too many defensive mistakes other than a couple missed rotations from Fire Spit and Kittens, and, you know, obviously being boost starved from Banana Nut Cheerios, but those are avoidable mistakes, and, you know, I think the key to winning these kinds of series in the Summer League, we only get one chance against a lot of these teams, so you got to adapt mid-series. You can't be, you know, chalking it up and just saying go next, because you might not ever get a chance to play them again. And so far, Banana Nut Cheerios specifically has been able to take advantage of those matchups. Like I mentioned, 4-1 in the standings, and they haven't lost too many games. They've, you know, taken all of their matches in stride and been able to beat these teams for the first time every time they play them. On the other hand, though, Fire Spit and Kittens, a little bit of a struggle with cohesiveness at the beginning of the season, but they've caught back up, I think, and they're trying to figure out how to get this this stuff working. And by this stuff, I mean the team chemistry. It's a process, you know, when you start playing with new people, it's just the way it goes. But anyways, 1 minute left, just over 1 minute left in the game. Froppy had a chance to flick it over Venom. Froglet's chasing down the demo, gets him out of the way. And right there, Banana Nut Cheerios kind of shoving it back into Fire Spit and Kitten's face. The team that's known for physicality on that offensive push has to watch as They get demoed on their own backline. And Banana Nut Cheerios takes a 2-1 lead, just like we saw at the beginning of the game. It doesn't really look out of reach at all for Fire Spittin' Kittens. A bit of a double commit there might cause problems. A miss, though, and Froppy might have a chance on nets. It's a very tough angle. He's going to take one pop, try and 50 it, but everyone there to defend. And it does look like Fire Spittin' Kittens starting to get uncomfortable. Good save from Wildcats to keep that one away. Bounced off the wall. Wildcats again playing good defense so far for his team. And when they need him most, he's making the stand, but defense has to translate into offense somehow. Fitz almost had a chance there. Venom's now going to go up for it. A little bit of a weak touch. Oh, and he pogoed and hit the ball that Froppy managed to pinch off the ground. That was a crazy save. Might create an opportunity for them. Nightmare Rally, not the greatest touch there. Fitz charging in, couldn't quite get it. Oh, missed a double from Wildcats. Luckily, Venom gets that boost in the midfield. That might allow them to create an opportunity here. He's not there yet, though, and Froppy has enough to contend with it. Chance for Fitz. Fitz, bang! Right under the top corner, and it bounces out. Oh my gosh, off the crossbar. That was the one chance that they had to tie up the series, or the game, rather. 10 seconds left, and they might not get another one unless here. Fitz couldn't even beat Nightmare. Good demo, though. Maybe a chance for Fitz. Looks a little open. Onto the backboard. Froppy trying to kill it quickly. He does into the corner. And Banana Nut Cheerios outlasts Fire Spittin' Kittens to win game number 1. And a good job there from Froppy, all-around player, getting goals, saves, and assists to get his team through that one. It looked very standard from both teams, I will say. It was kind of a back-and-forth battle up until the point where Banana Nut Cheerios expanded and got those extra goals to keep themselves ahead. Ping might be going crazy a little bit, although I know for me, when I join a new game, sometimes it just glitches out, but it happens. Into game number 2 now. Honestly, I think the key for Fire Spittin' Kittens to be able to bounce back is just to kind of negate those opportunities that Banana Nut Cheerios are putting on net. I think Froppy's a very dangerous offensive player, and in order to handle it, it's going to take a lot of teamwork as he saves his own teammate's shot there. 3v1, maybe 2v1 opportunity here. Wildcats doesn't have much boost. Able to force it past Froglet, though, for the time being. Fitz up on it. Froppy might miss. Oh, he barely managed to save it off the crossbar. Chance for Venom, and it's saved out by Nightmare Rally. Goal line stand from Banana Nut Cheerios off of a little bit of a mistake there from Froppy. Didn't really get the best clear. Chance for Fitz and Venom, though. Froglet just couldn't do anything but watch as he was sitting on that back line. And Fitz, calm as you like, with the aerial play straight to Venom, who comes charging in very quickly. I had no idea who was going to be there. But he makes it work. And Fire Spittin' Kittens on the board first and have the first lead of the series of their own. Chance for Nightmare. Froglet comes charging in. Great aerial there from him. Almost had a chance there. UFC, I believe, stands for University of Calgary, but I'm not entirely sure, so don't quote me if I'm wrong. But it is good to see all of the new players from all around the Western leagues of Collegiate Rocket League, not just from Arizona, after expanding. It's been good to see some of these players step in and get some chances to play with the rest of us. It's been fun. Venom's going to take a shot on net, kind of just threatening Froppy to make sure that his defense was still standing strong, and so far it has been. Good midfield play again there from Nightmare Rally to keep the ball onto that orange half. Still staying on that orange half. Venom finally able to get it out. But enough blue players back to deal with this without too many problems. Venom's up on the ceiling here. A little strange, and might lead to a bit of a break in the midfield, and space allowed for Froppy, who's going to go for a ceiling shot off the backboard. Couldn't get it to go through the first time, but Nightmare Rally always there to back up his team captain. And oh, Fitz just couldn't quite make contact there. Froppy biding his time. Venom didn't have much of an opportunity to jump. And Nightmare Rally comes in for the cleanup. 1-1, a minute and a half into game number 2. Just like game number 1, it's starting to open a lot more evenly than some might have, predicted, just based on looking at the standings, which never really works. You can't always just look at the standings and predict which team is going to win, because on any given day, any of these teams could win any game. But so far, Fire Spittin' Kittens putting up a great fight. Froppy couldn't get a bump on Wildcats, and that might lead to a chance for Venom. Couldn't really get enough power on it, though. It's going to go straight through to the other side. Nightmare shot on net off the crossbar. Good tap away from Wildcats. Kind of collides with his teammate on the way out, but still plenty of time to clear that one out. Wildcats has been playing really well, especially on that, you know, third man, second man kind of position for Fire Spit and Kittens. It's been looking much better from him as far as backing up his teammate there, though. There's not much you can do. Even though Wildcats has full boost, Venom just couldn't quite make contact, and that's honestly just unfortunate. Venom doesn't have much boost either, and that's a really difficult shot to read, so Froppy's gonna get a cleanup there. 2-1 now, another lead for Banana Nut Cheerios. Brought it back 2 in a row after going down 1 at the beginning of the game, pretty early too. Showed that their resilience is keeping them in this game. And not too worried, I think, about the ending score, although that might be a miscommunication between the last two defenders. It looked like Froglet and Nightmare. Maybe Froppy, I can't tell. Yeah, Froglet and Froppy kind of bumping into each other, and Froglet trying to get it out. A little bit impatient with the ball there. Fakes out his teammate, leaves it for Venom. And Venom, unfortunately, you know, unfortunately for Banana Cheerios, Venom is not going to miss that one. That's for sure. Good opportunity here for Fire Spit and Kittens again. Couldn't quite get it to go. It was just a little bit awkward on that sidewall. Froppy now, full boost, looking for another aerial play to keep his team in the game. Gets it past 2, plus a demo on 1. No opportunity though, as Venom kind of lucky enough that the ball fell over to him, even with no boost, able to keep it out for now. Wildcats gets past 1 as well, maybe 2. Although the ball is going to fall back through to the orange side. Good 50 from Fitz on no boost to keep that away from Nightmare, who could have definitely done something threatening with it. Oh, and it looks like almost an open net. Nightmare, time to get back to that one though. Good pass midfield from Wildcats to Venom. Oh, but a miss from Venom, and he gets 50 by Froglet. Luckily Fitz there in time to get that one out. A little worrisome too, as I saw Wildcats and Fitz go for the same ball. Luckily Venom was able to at least delay time for them to get back. Good 50 from Venom. Froppy, oh my gosh, Froppy almost had a chance to clear it, but Venom just said, no you don't. I'm not ready to let this one go out of the blue half yet. I guess the black half, I should say. I have my default colors on. Either way. Banana Nut Cheerios looking a little bit more uncertain on defense. They've had such good stability on that back half for most of the series so far, but it looks like Fire Spit and Kittens might start to have their number a little bit more as, oh, chance there from Venom. Froppy looking a little awkward as his teammate cut across and couldn't get a touch on it. Falls all the way back to the orange half though now. Wildcats, good 50. Venom missed contact, that's okay though. Fitz is behind him, should be able to clear this one out. Gets a 50, enough time for Wildcats to challenge that. Keep it away from Froppy, which is a great challenge there from Wildcats. Getting that primary offensive player out of the way. But as I say that, I might have jinxed it a bit because Froppy doesn't seem to ever go away. And another 1-goal lead for Banana Nut Cheerios into the final minute of the game. Fire Spit and Kittens were unable to create something to respond in game number 1. Now into game number 2, we'll have to see if they have any different game plan drawn up for this sort of situation. Or if they go down 2-0 in the series, which would be a difficult comeback for sure. Good touch up from Fitz. Fitz looking for the double tap off the crossbar. Couldn't get it to go. Venom charging in also didn't have a great touch on it, but an open net chance for Fire Spit and Kittens, and Fitz comes from the backboard. Doomsy dishes that one in, and I saw that one coming as soon as I saw Froglet and Froppy go for the same ball again. Unfortunately, Froglet touches it over his teammate trying to clear it out. Nightmare just had no boost and no position to get to that one in time. Tying it up 17 seconds to go. That's exactly what Fire Spit and Kittens needed. Hopefully they're able to keep this momentum going into the rest of this game, maybe into overtime, because we only have 10 seconds remaining. Weak pop-up though from Nightmare. Chance for Venom. Ended up putting it to the corner. A little bit unfortunate touch from him there. Wildcats just kind of watching. Froglet, not enough boost. Puts it down into game number 2, overtime. And you have to think, if you're Fire Spit and Kittens, this one has to go your way. Going down 0-2 in a series against the number 4 team in the standings is never a good idea. Venom, good 50. Might be a chance though, as Fitz there. Wildcats instead with a shot. Froppy keeps it away in time. And I thought Fitz was going to go. He does have full boost now and is going to take his turn now. 2 jump though for Fire Spit and Kittens. That's okay. They've got plenty of boost to handle it. And Banana Nut Cheerios still flailing around a little bit. No more boost for Fitz. Still gets a 50 though. No one in the midfield for Fire Spit and Kittens. Gives a chance to Froppy with no boost. Good challenge quickly from Venom to keep that one away. Wildcats up quickly. Able to keep Nightmare from doing anything too dangerous. Gonna back away for his teammate to continue, and Fitz has been winning every single 50 pretty much that we've seen him take. Touch there from Wildcats to try and keep it away. Luckily, nothing too threatening from Banana Nut Cheerios coming in. Good touch from Wildcats. Neither Wildcats nor Froppy had any boost there, but able to keep it away. Froglet, touch into the corner, waiting for Froppy, who still has no boost. Oh, but a miss from Venom, who did have some, and he's not able to capitalize on that. Fitz is going to have to keep it out, and he does. Fitz has been playing very good positionally this game. Oh no, a miss from Wildcats. That might be an open net. It is. Oh, and a double flip reset it looked like, or at least one from Nightmare. Off onto the backboard, off to the ceiling, gets a flip there, and Wildcats thought he had it one more time. That's a tough one to read, and his teammates couldn't help him out there either. Unfortunately for Fire Spit and Kittens, they go down 2-0 to Banana Nut Cheerios, and there has to be some sort of answer for Fire Spit and Kittens. They have to win this game 3, I would say pretty convincingly, if they want a chance to get back into this one. We'll just have to go in and see what ends up happening. Another 1-goal game, though. Very tragic for Fire Spit and Kittens to fall by just 1 for a second time in this series. Into game number 3 now. If I were Fire Spit and Kittens, I would have just taken a little time, but you know, they're eager to get back into it. I respect it. And you just need to score at least 2 or 3 quick ones here to keep the pressure on. That's not the way you want to start, though, if you're Fire Spit and Kittens. Nightmare Rally comes in quick as ever. Great pass there from Froglet off the ceiling, and Wildcats is just not going to be able to read that one. That's a difficult one to get to. And Nightmare, full trust in his teammates' abilities to get that one midfield. And as much as I said you need to score quick ones for Fire Spit and Kittens, well, it ended up going the other direction, and that's not a great way to start game number 3. Might have a chance, though, if they come back into this one quick enough. Venom and Fitz both near the ball. There's really great offensive players. We just need to see more out of them in this series. Good bump there from Wildcats to keep it away. Touch away from Venom. Fitz, however, gets demoed on the backline. Froppy with 2 demos. Wildcats also gets cleared out of the way, and that might be a chance for Nightmare, who takes advantage of the 3v1. Froppy on the backline being a menace as Nightmare and Froglet both up for this. And Nightmare is going to be the one to put it through over Fitz's head, as both of his teammates were taken out of commission. And Fire Spit and Kittens have fallen again. Another quick goal. This might be one of the first leads by more than 1 goal throughout this entire series. There might have been one before in game 2. Ooh, almost a bump from Fitz. But that just shows how close this series has been, how it could have gone either way. But so far, Banana Nut Cheerios have been able to clutch it out just in the last few moments of each game. And Fire Spit and Kittens now desperately need an answer. Venom's going to push up, no boost, does get it over Froppy's head. Froppy looks a little awkward, almost. Whew, he almost managed to miss that one and tap it into his own net. Fitz looking midfield for Venom, I like the idea. Pop up, should be cleared out here by Froglet, who barely has enough to get that one out. Wildcats and Venom both on the ball, both get cut off by Nightmare Rally, who's just quicker on the backboard. Fitz with a good challenge there. Wildcats up for it, Fitz one more touch and couldn't quite find his teammate in the midfield. Froglet now. Up against Fitz. Fitz has plenty of boost to handle it. Great 50 from Froglet to put it behind him. Realizing that Fitz was overcommitted. But so far, Fire Spit and Kittens, the defense has been looking okay as long as, you know, they're not eliminated from the pitch or cleared out of the way in some respect. But I think they've just been missing a little bit of that offensive firepower, and you know, I always look towards Fitz and Venom to provide that. And you know, I think they're just trying to get warmed up in the series, but unfortunately with best of 5 series, you don't have time to get warmed up. Kind of just have to produce immediately, which is a difficult aspect of this Summer League regular season. Fitz is going to have to keep this one out for the time being. Fire Spit and Kittens still on defense. Oh, a flick pass from Fitz might have a chance here if he gets past Froglet, who had overflipped, and Fitz finally puts one onto the board for Fire Spit and Kittens. That's exactly what they needed. And half of the game still left to play. It feels like it's been a little longer than that, but I'm sure Fire Spit and Kittens don't mind at all. Banana Nut Cheerios have been, you know, scoring a lot of goals and putting on that offensive pressure plenty. But when Fire Spit and Kittens gets that one chance, they're usually able to capitalize and just need to create a couple more of those. Uh-oh, Froppy and Nightmare up on the ceiling and almost getting a team pinch instead. Fitz cuts that one off quickly. Good pass into the midfield. Two have to go for Fire Spit and Kittens to keep it away. Fitz ended up grabbing the boost from Wildcats on accident. Chance now for Venom, gets cut off quickly by Froppy in the midfield. Bit of a weak touch there from Fitz, and Wildcats has to get back to this. No boost, he might not be able to, and he can't get to it in time. A rough challenge in the midfield here from Fitz, just taps it up and gets bumped by Froppy while he tries to chase that one down again, and Wildcats had more optimism for his teammate there, but unfortunately for him, he was also a little bit overextended. And that's a tough one you can't really be letting in when you're down 1 goal and out by 2. Fire Spit and Kittens have to answer quick. Nightmare able to carry it out, gets a pinch as well. Venom keeps it out for now. Good clear over here to the side. Good demo as well. Might be open actually. Oh, Nightmare Rally barely gets back to that one. Fitz still has a chance here. Looking for a bump on Nightmare, who's been so solid defensively for his team so far. Nightmare and Froglet really for me have been the difference makers. We all expected Froppy to do well on offense and on defense, but I think specifically Nightmare and Froglet have been showing up in many different ways for their team. Oh no, 2 miss from Fire Spit and Kittens. Venom's gonna be able to clean it up though. Venom still on the backboard, looking for a pinch midfield. It does pinch off the ceiling, but unfortunately rotations from Fire Spit and Kittens not there. Oh my god, Nightmare looking for a flip reset, double tap. Musty almost had it go through, but good backboard defense there from Fitz to keep it out, and now Venom with the clear. Fitz, no boost, almost had it flicked over Nightmare, but instead they're gonna have to wait for one more. Froglet looking midfield, Froppy can't go yet. Venom didn't have any boost, but enough to get it out for now. Froppy looking for that flip reset, keeping the ball in the midfield. Instead, Fitz is gonna get one. Looking for a ground pinch maybe. Ooh, couldn't get it to go the right direction. And Nightmare looking a little awkward on that corner. 30 seconds left though, just over 30 seconds, and Nightmare going for another musty. He looks way too comfortable in this game right now. Oh, and he might have a good reason to, as Froglet almost had a chance. Could have been even more of a peace of mind for Banana Nut Cheerios as they almost had another one go through. Still a 2-goal lead from Fire Spit and Kittens. Might have a chance here. Wildcats put it on net, but Nightmare there to tap it away. 10 seconds left. Nightmare's just styling in the midfield. A good 50. Demo though on Froglet might create a chance. This has to go in now. And Fitz flicks it up but gets 50'd by Froppy. And Wildcats with one more chance for Fire Spit and Kittens for redemption. But as the ball, once it touches the ground, that's going to be it. A 3-0 sweep for Banana Nut Cheerios. Nightmare looking for an own goal of his own. He might get it, but instead he's going to keep it up. The ball's still floating around. These players are just having a little fun with it now. Froppy with a redirect own goal into his own net, but it doesn't matter in the end. GG's in chat, as unfortunately for Fire Spit and Kittens, they get swept by Banana Nut Cheerios. And that's a tough game to go for Fire Spit and Kittens. I know that last game was a little bit more one-sided, but the rest of the series had been pretty much even as far as things go for Banana Nut Cheerios and Fire Spit and Kittens. Just unfortunate to see each of those like 1-goal games that ended up going through, and ooh, it's tough. But congratulations to Banana Nut Cheerios for getting the win. Unfortunately for Fire Spit and Kittens, they do fall one more game, and there's going to be a bit of a climb back to the playoffs if they try and get if they hope to try and get there. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. So that's been week number 5. That's our one featured matchup. We have a couple coming up, and we'll have scores to update and standings for next week. But yeah, I mean this game today was a really close one. Like I said, I mean a 3-0 sweep on the scoreboard, it's going to show up as a +3 game differential for Banana Nut Cheerios. But as far as things go, I think Fire Spit and Kittens put up a really good chat. A really good fight. Why am I saying chat? It's because I'm trying to read these dang messages in chat. Fire Spit and Kittens put up a great fight, and they should be proud of their efforts. But Banana Nut Cheerios continuing to look solid, and they go up to 5-1 in the standings, I believe. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. So that was week 5. As I said, we'll have week 6 next week, and we'll have more updates on the scoreboard and everything And thank you guys for tuning in. Shout out to Banana Nut Cheerios and Fire Spittin' Kittens for playing this match and keeping it close, making it entertaining for us. And yeah, so that's it for us this week. And we will see you guys next week. And have a good night, have a good morning wherever you are. But we'll see you in 7 days. Peace out.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through eyes covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.